Alright, so I bought this. This is called Slime. It's a 26 incher and it's extra strong self-sealing tube. So this is supposed to, if it gets a hole in it, it's got some, like gook inside of it that basically fixes the flat before your tire gets low. So we got a situation over here on my bike. Alright, so yeah, it's flat. We gotta switch that tire. Let's do it. Okay, so we gotta get these loose. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Shit, that's on there, man. There we go. That one's loose. Now I gotta loosen this one.
What are you doing?
I gotta fix the tire that you guys flattened last time. Unfortunately.
You flattened it?
Yeah, you must have ran over something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that's going to take me a couple minutes. See, it's a little bit more difficult on the back tire because, look, you got to loosen all that. So we have to remove this back clamp. All right, so on the opposite side of where the chain is, there's this little placeholder kind of thing that locks onto the frame of the bike. I've got to get the nut loose on the back of it, so I'm using these needle nose pliers to do that. And the front of it is a flathead screw that you can do, but I'm just going to untwist it and try to pop that nut out of there. And it just takes a little bit of elbow grease to get her loose. As you can see, I've almost got it out of there. I'll show you it in a second as I pull it off. And if you look, you'll see there's a little clamp that bolt goes through and hooks into the nut. I'm just trying to loosen a little bit off of there. You can see it right there. All right, so once we've got it loose, we can go ahead and get our bolts off. All right, so I loosened both of these with the ratchet. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hand turn them both off. And I'm just, going to get them off of there. And once I do, I can just pull the tire off of the frame. It's pretty simple. I just lift it up. I got to pull the chain off of it. So I'm just going to try to use my glove hand so I don't get too dirty. And now we've got the tire off there and we can change the tube. All right, so now we've got to get the old tube that's punctured out of there. And I don't really have to take the tire off the rim. I just got to get one side of the tire off the rim. So I'm going to use a screwdriver just to kind of go around and pop it off. Gotta get this off of here.
Yeah.
They know you're there. Yeah, wherever you walk. You know, right?
There we go.
They'll walk well, they'll walk me.
I'm just going to go all the way around like this.
Oh, she won't know. She's up
Because it really doesn't matter which side I do it on now. As long as I can get it in there. All right, there we go. Now we can reach in. I can pull this out of here. So we got to push this through. Yeah, like that. There we go, got it. Now this just comes right out. Just like this. So I got one side of the tire off. And, yeah. All right, so there's the bad one. Now we're gonna put the new one in. Now this one, supposedly, will never give us a problem. But you gotta take the cap off first, right? So you get the cap off. And then you gotta get this in there. Like this. Just gonna slide it in.
Dang it.
Push this through. You have to get the stem valve through that little hole, pull it all the way in. And once you've got it, all the way through that hole, then you can go around and try to slide your tube into the side where the tire's off of the rim. And you just work your way around nice and easy. Make sure that, it's in there and it's not germunched or crunched up. You want it kind of flat if you can get it flat. See how I'm kind of pushing the flat end in there? That way that it doesn't twist and then you get a weird kind of bubble in the tire. I think, that might happen. I don't know, I might be wrong. Let's get rid of the old one there. And just kind of work your way around nice and easy. Take your time, be patient. You'll get it in there. And yeah, bam, done. Now, once we've got it in there like that, all we've got to do is go around and we've got to get the tire back on the rim. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of squeeze it and it just pops on. You can see, just like that. So you got to find a starting spot. So I'm just going to start here. I'm going to keep my one thumb there so it keeps it pushed in and doesn't pop out as I go around. I'm just going nice and easy, smushing it on, just making sure that I get it inside that rim. And I've got to go all the way around. And it does it pretty easy, as you can see. It just kind of pops over because it's pretty pliable. When you start to fill it with air, it's going to lock in there onto that rim and it'll be nice and tight. So we're almost there. We just got about another 12 inches worth of rim to smush on. And bam, there you go. Now we can go ahead and pump it up and put it back on the bike. All right, let's do that. I'm going to use my, what you call it here, get this on there because otherwise it'll push back inside. So I'm going to grab it like that. And then this is going to go right on there. Like that. I'm going to get it on good. And then, now we should be able to blow it up. Let's see. Oh yeah. We got to put 45 pounds in it, or 40 pounds. You can hear it popping around, filling the I think we're good. Almost there. Okay, we're at 40, that should be good, I think.
After you turn it off and take the pressure out.
Okay. Now we just got to put it back on the bike. That's a tricky part. Okay, so I just got to slide her on. But first, I got to get the chain back on.
Is that stopping? Did you get two? Yeah. What?
So we just got to get the chain on there. I'm going to have to wash my feet. There we go. And I got to slide this in. At the same time, I got to get this thing set in there. Now we got to slide it over. All right, there we go. Now we're on. I think that's just about where we want it. We got to check the slack in the chain. Looks pretty good. Now we got to put our bolts on. There we go. Let me see. Shouldn't matter which side I put on. I'm putting them both on at the same time. You see, follow me? And then we'll get the ratchet on it. Got to switch the ratchet. And then this just tightens down. Oh, shit. There we go. Now, the key thing is to get, before you get it too tight, you got to check it over here. So you guys can see. Let me get a little closer. Because you want to make sure that your wheel is not offset. See how it's like right here? So I've got to bring this side forward a little bit. So I'm going to loosen it and get it so it sits right in the center there, like that. Now I can tighten it. Whoops, it slipped. Got to get it in there. So let's look at it. Looks pretty good. So I think we can tighten her down now. Get her on there. There, that's that one. Alright, so now let's go ahead and tighten her down. Here we go. Since we got it even. Okay, that one's good. Now this side. Then we got to take it for a test ride and make sure it's okay. That baby's on there. Let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's see the tightness on the... Okay, now we've got to clamp down our other side, so I've got to get it up a little bit because it shifted when I tightened it. And then we're going to put the bolt in it and tighten her down. That in. I got to get this on there. This is a pain in the butt. There we go. Now we got it. All right, now we're going to need needle nose to hold it, and then we're going to screw it with the screw. You follow me? Needle nose, and then get this on there.
Yeah, it is. No, look at Tommy's up. Here. Look at Tommy's. Yeah, but
There we go.
he washed it.
All right, here we go. Test pilot. Test pilot.
Uh-oh, those don't match.
All right, we're gonna give it a run, see if it works.
Woo!
All right, so let's take her on a maiden voyage. First, I gotta put this cap back on. And I think it's gonna work. May need to spray the chain. Let's see how it goes. It's a little rusty, isn't it? All right, so here we are. We're riding her. It's working pretty good. I think we're good. And we fixed our flat tire. Pretty good. Yeah. All right, that should go. That should go. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos on stuff like this. Peace out.